What's up, y'all? It's me, Chef Nikki, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make some chocolate covered strawberries. Valentine's Day is approaching, and I will have these for sale, but I want to show you guys how to make some on your own. You know, you can't withhold the secrets. Chocolate covered strawberries are really easy to make. I make these all the time. Anytime my friends invite me to like a party, a girls' night, I always bring some of these. And you can even get those little, they're called pipettes that you can put liquor in and put them inside of the berries to squeeze them in. Amazing. So I'm gonna get started. I already started the milk chocolate ones, and that's the one you'll see in the preview, the last post. Go check that out. So I'm gonna do the white chocolate. I like to use Ghirardelli melting chocolate. This stuff is amazing. It melts really smoothly. And it's really good quality chocolate. Sweet, it's perfect. And I have the white chocolate as well. So as I showed you, I already did the milk chocolate. They're still drying, so I'm not gonna mess with those too much. I'm gonna flip my pan around and get started on the white chocolate. I melted them in the microwave. You have to be careful when you melt chocolate because it can overheat. And if it overheats, it completely ruins the chocolate. It turns really blocky and hard again, and you can't use it. So it's a complete waste. So make sure you're paying attention and you're really watching this when you melt it. So what I like to do, I have some really nice, beautiful strawberries, by the way. I have washed these and I dried them. You don't want to dip them when they're wet because the chocolate might not stick on the berry. So it's important that you wash them and you dry them. Strawberries, there was like some sort of study that they did, and it showed that strawberries are actually one of the dirtiest fruits that we purchase. They come in a carton and they're pretty dirty. Even if they don't look dirty, they're pretty dirty. So you have to wash these and then you have to dry them if you're going to dip them. So I have my chocolate melted, and usually when I melt, when I do chocolate covered strawberries, I like to dip them in something deep like a teacup, but I wanted you guys to see it really clear. So I'm just going to use this little metal bowl. So you see I dip it and then I scrape the back a little bit because you don't want a lot of excess chocolate. This is a really heavy berry, and you see I'm holding it by the stem, the green part. Now, if you have a really weak berry where the stem is like really loose, then of course you wouldn't want to hold it by that part because it's just going to break and you'll probably lose your berry or drop it in the chocolate. So just be mindful of that. And I'm just dipping, and I'm not rushing this. Now, I've been making chocolate covered strawberries for years, and I'll see people order from places. I'm not even gonna name them because I ain't trying to get sued, but big companies, like online companies where you can purchase like fruit bouquets and chocolate covered strawberries and get them sent to your loved ones. Y'all know which companies I'm talking about. And I've seen people post the pictures of the berries online, and the berries don't. See, God don't like ugly. I'm over here talking about other people's business, and look, he done dropped my phone camera. Ghetto. All right, we're gonna keep going and continue with our berries, minding our business. So I'm just dipping them in the white chocolate. I really like white chocolate, by the way, but they look really pretty too. So while I'm dipping, let's have a conversation. I think this is a good time for me to talk to my viewers because you all don't usually get to talk to me. You just kind of see me online. So let's have a conversation. Let's talk about some things. The first thing I want to talk about is meal prep because I get a lot of inquiries about that, and that has nothing to do with chocolate covered strawberries, but I just want to talk about it because, again, people always hit me up about meal prep, and they're like, Chef, I didn't know you did meal prep. Yes, I do meal prep every single week, and I've been doing meal prep all 2019. So for people that are interested in doing meal prep, hit your girl up. Doesn't matter what your diet is. I mainly specialize in low carb. I can do keto because I've actually done the keto diet myself. If you have a high carb diet, we can do that too. If you want like healthy whole grains and low fat and all that stuff, let me know what your dietary needs are, and maybe we can work something out to best suit you. Okay, I have all types of people that I do meal prep for, from professional athletes like Falcons players to musicians, rappers, and just everyday people like you and I who just don't have the time to cook They have busy lifestyles. I can do meals for that too, for your kids, for your grandma, for your auntie, for your uncle. So hit me up. You pay by Friday of each week, and the meal prep can be picked up or delivered on Sunday. Every Sunday is the day that I do my meal prep. I do all of it on Sunday. I'm located in Mableton, so you're free to come pick it up. And you're like, oh, well, chef, I'm busy. I can't pick it up. Not a problem. I will come deliver to you. I deliver meal prep all over. It is a separate fee for delivery. It's not free. Right now in January, I'm actually doing a meal prep special where you can get 25% off your meal prep throughout the month of January. This deal is only good in January. And it does not include the cost of delivery. So delivery is completely separate. It's not included in the discount. But the cost of the meal prep itself is 25% off. That's a steal, because I know everyone can't afford meal prep. I get it. I've had people reach out to me and say, you know, when I get the money, I'm going to have you do my meal prep. Not a problem. I get that everyone can't afford meal prep. But if you're ready to start, this is a great time. It's January. It's the beginning of the year. Let me help you reach your nutritional goals. Hit me up. This is a great month to get started. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Oh, let's talk about booking my services. So the first thing you see when you come on my page is no bookings less than 7 days in advance. And I stand by that, because in 2019, let's be honest, people were trying me. People were contacting me a day before their event, 2 days before their event, and wanted me to cater. And I don't think people realize what caterers do. We don't poop food out of our behinds. We have to prepare, and we have to cook your food in advance. And depending on what you're ordering, we might have to prepare days in advance, maybe even a week in advance. I might have to shop somewhere far to get a particular item that you need. I have to prep your food in advance, the day before, 2 days before, the day of. So it's kind of impossible for you to contact me the day before your event and say, hey chef, can you cater this baby shower for me? Or can you cater this whatever it is? If it's less than 7 days, I'm sorry, I cannot. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I still love you guys, but if you want to book my services, it has to be 7 days in advance. It is January, and I currently have people who have booked me up until May. So I have bookings all the way out until May. So if you're having a big event, especially something like a wedding or a shower, anything like that, you definitely want to book your caterer well in advance. You don't want to wait until like even a month before to get their services. That's really important. I can make exceptions sometimes if I'm not booked, and that's solely up to my discretion. I'm gonna keep it real with you, but you can't expect me to just cater your event at the last minute. I'm sorry, it doesn't really work that way. Speaking of the services that I offer, I do offer many services, from meal prep to catering to dinner parties. I do cooking classes. Shout out to Portrait on the Plate. I work with them a lot and have taught a bunch of their classes and done a lot of their cook and sit parties. I do my own as well. I also do private dinners, of course. I offer private chef services. So let's say you need a chef to come to your house on a Wednesday night and cook dinner for you and your family. I do that as well. So I'm pretty booked throughout the week. So I want to throw this in there. I do apologize for my lack of communication. That's something that I struggled with in 2019, was trying my hardest to communicate with everyone. I'm like a one-man band, one-woman show. I answer all of my emails and all my DMs and phone calls and text messages on my own. So unfortunately, I don't always get to everyone in a timely manner. So I do apologize about that. The best way to reach me, I'm gonna be honest, is by text message. That's the best way to reach me, because I always have my phone. When you DM people who don't follow you on Instagram, we don't always see your messages right away. Unless I follow you or unless we've had a conversation through DM before, I might not see your message. It won't just, the notification won't always just pop up in my phone. I have to actually accept a DM request from you. So if you send me a DM, sometimes I don't see it right away. The same with emails, especially if I have like a really busy week and I'm catering like a bunch of events and you DM me, sometimes, I'm sorry, I don't always see your DM and your email, because I don't check my email all the time. Sometimes the notification will pop up on my phone, sometimes it won't. So the best way to reach me is via text message. And if you call me, please leave a voicemail, because I got bill collectors just like everybody else. So when I see these random numbers on my phone, I don't always answer them because I don't know who it is. And if you don't send me a text or if you don't leave me a voicemail, I might not call you back. So please leave a message and I will get back to you, typically within 48 hours, okay? All right, so I am done with these berries. I am going to let them harden a little bit in the fridge before I take them off the tray. And yeah, and then we'll go ahead and put them in these little like mini cupcake papers. So I'll set these to the side. And while I have you here, we can decorate some cupcakes, because I do have to get some cupcakes decorated for an event as well. So I baked these cupcakes already and they have cooled. These are just some French vanilla cupcakes, and I have my icing in here. So I think I'm gonna make a separate video of me piping these from my neck mount. I think I'll do that. That'll be a cool, different little angle. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna make a whole separate video for these cupcakes. I hope y'all enjoyed the little Q&A, the little frequently asked questions portion, and me decorating those berries. But stay tuned. I'm gonna make a separate video for this. So thanks for watching.